Hello everybody and welcome to Undecima. In this video we'll talk about developing your town, about commanders and mercenaries, and we'll try capturing an artifact from a dungeon. Okay, let's start. That's how our town looks now. There's no particular sequence that you should follow in developing your town after completing the tutorial, but for you to compare and analyze, here is what has been done since the last video. I started researching nobility as soon as the library was upgraded to level 2. Researching nobility takes 8 hours, and by the time it's done, we'd like to start researching something useful again. The useful at this stage is upgrading your pikemen or axemen, and for this we need to upgrade the library to level 3 and 4. Before upgrading the library, I have upgraded the building quarters to level 10. Then upgraded the library to level 3 and 4, and now we can research upgrades for pikemen and axemen. The next target I'm trying to achieve is to build the mage guild, where we can train our mages who are very efficient at fighting neutral guards. For that, I needed to build the Hall of Elders and the pavilion. I am upgrading our citadel to level 5 now, and the Mage Guild is next in the queue. I have attacked a few more inactive players around, and now we have 5 soul gems in total. 2 more to go before we can advance to the next level. I have been training mostly axemen and kept researching upgrades for our units in the blacksmith. And now the main feature of this video. We are going to find a dungeon with an artifact, then we are going to scout it, hire mercenaries, capture this artifact, and give it to our primary wizard Gandalf. We'll start with mercenaries. You can hire mercenaries from mercenary camps with your commanders. Select a mercenary camp near your town, send troops. Select one of your secondary wizards and click Send Troops. And OK. Repeat it for other 3 secondary wizards, and we'll keep our primary wizard Gandalf to lead the attack against the guards in a dungeon and to capture an artifact. While our wizards are on their way to mercenary camps, let's find a dungeon with an artifact. There is one dungeon in each cell, and the probability of having an artifact in one of them is about 20%. Artifacts are refreshed in all dungeons once every 3 days, and if there is an artifact in a dungeon, it will be guarded by thugs, brigands, and a dungeon master. In other words, it will be a tough battle to defeat them all. That's why we'll need the help of mercenaries. You can scout all dungeons in nearby cells to see if there is an artifact in one of them, but an observant player can spot a particular sign that will indicate the presence of an artifact in a dungeon without scouting it. I'm not going to say it, but out of all these dungeons, I'm going to send scouts to this one. And there will be an artifact. You can spot the difference on your own. We'll send 100 scouts. Make sure it's scouting. Okay. And now we'll wait. All our wizards are stationed at mercenary camps now. After your commander reaches a mercenary camp, he will be stationed there until you withdraw him. You will be able to hire mercenaries here or on this screen, as long as your commander is stationed in the mercenary camp. If you send another commander to a mercenary camp where you have your commander already, the new commander will replace the old one who will be sent back to your town. Commanders from other players can be stationed in the same mercenary camps where you have your commanders, but you will not see them or know about this at all. Mercenaries are refreshed every day as all other map objects at the time of the scheduled maintenance. Now, the scouting must be completed. Let's have a look at our scouting report. Scouting was successful. We lost 15 scouts and the following information has been collected. Pendant of Life. Very nice. And it's guarded by 363 thugs, 145 brigands, and 1 dungeon master. Let's see if we can beat them with what we have now. We have 531 axemen, 152 horsemen, and they have 363 thugs, 145 brigands, and 1 dungeon master. Click Calculate, and we've been defeated, even though we had a stronger army. This is why you have to be very cautious when you face dungeon masters. There can only be 1 dungeon master in a dungeon, but his special ability improves the efficiency of all thugs and brigands, making them much stronger. Let's check our mercenaries. I am going to hire 60 barbarians right away, and then I'm going to talk about mercenaries. The difference between your town troops and mercenaries is that you don't have to train mercenaries. You can hire them and they will be ready for action as soon as they arrive in your town. Their gold upkeep is much higher comparing to town troops, but you are supposed to use them only for a short period of time. Hire them, use them for attacking or defending, and then dismiss them. One downside of mercenaries is that you cannot improve their efficiency in your blacksmith or library, but they will benefit from the skills of your commanders as well as from artifacts. All neutral units, including guards and mercenaries, are getting stronger with each level up, and you can hire more of them on higher levels as well. When hiring mercenaries, make sure that you check their skills and abilities and hire the ones who are most suitable for your mission. For example, we are not going to hire slingers, as they are strong in defense. But barbarians, they are strong in offense, and they have an extra damage when fighting infantry troops that perfectly suits our purpose. Let's see if it's going to make any difference in our battle calculator. 536 axemen, 152 horsemen. Click mercenaries and add 60 barbarians. We had 363 thugs, 145 brigands, and 1 dungeon master. Calculate. And this time we are victorious. The mercenaries must be here already. So let's deploy our troops. Select dungeon, send troops, select all your offensive troops, don't forget about Gandalf, make sure it's attack, send troops. One thing I'd like to mention, I have sent our horsemen because the margin of us winning this battle was not very high, but horsemen are not good in fighting guards in neutral objects, as all of these guards are quite strong against mountain troops. Now let's wait a little and see how it all unfolds. We are victorious and we have captured an artifact. Let's check the battle report. That's how much troops we lost and how much troops survived. It was a very close fight and we captured Pendant of Life. Very nice. We looted 4,000 gold and our wizard received 1,174 experience. Let's check our scouting report. Here we can see how much gold was in the dungeon, and apparently our troops managed to take only part of it. When you have a very tough battle, you may not have many troops left after it's finished. They will capture artifacts and soul gems, but they will bring back only as much loot as they can carry. If a substantial amount is left behind, you can send your other troops to collect it after the battle is over. This time it can be any kind of troops, as there will be no defenders until the next scheduled maintenance. Just make sure that they have enough time to get there before the maintenance starts, or otherwise you can lose your troops. In our case, we don't have enough time. Okay, your troops are back and your artifact is placed in your keep for safekeeping. Let's equip it in our Gandalf. We have 1 point in willpower, so we can equip 1 artifact. And we have 1 available skill point. Let's assign it to First Aid. Click Equip, and now Overview. And we can see our updated summary. Very nice. That's it for now. Thank you for watching this video. If you find it useful, please like it and leave your comments. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them here or on the Undecima Forum. And don't forget to subscribe, as more video guides and strategies on how to play Undecima are coming soon. Until later.